Good afternoon and welcome to the April 8th edition of The Pulse. I'm Mia Hickey.
And I'm Jared Lindstrom. This week on The Pulse, we're back to our normal production cycle after competing in STN Spring Nationals. This week and every week, we're bringing you student-produced news content that tells the story of the Manchester community.
Coming up on this edition, Glaiza Fuentes takes to the sidewalks of Main Street to see what our downtown district has to offer in her new bi-weekly segment, Local with Liza.
And also, just off of Main Street, Tony Machete explores a local food truck turned award-winning restaurant famous for its chicken and waffles.
Stay tuned for all that and more on this episode of
The Pulse. For our lead story this week, Kate Regan investigates a new change coming to Manchester High School for the 2022-2023 school year, the removal of the 9th period. Kate takes to the halls to hear how staff and students feel about this change.
Every day, students file into school without having to think about what period it is. Although most students have the Monday through Friday schedule engraved into their minds, not enough people stop to think about the work that goes into creating a successful schedule. Next year, MHS will see a new 8-period schedule. While we do see this 9th period removal as a huge change, similar to this year, every day of the week will have its own unique pattern, including a time for each class to meet 3 to 4 days. While there will still be similarities to this year, some students like Marcia Ashan are sad to see 9th period go.
So that opportunity for a study hall won't be there, which is kind of a bummer, but.
However, this change is based off of reasoning, as observed by MHS English teacher Ms. Vignon.
Quite honestly, I don't think there'll be much of a difference. Students had, everyone had a study hall, which is great, but how much are students really utilizing the study hall to study?
While there are some disagreements over the pros and cons of another change to the next school year, Mr. Zappala and the rest of the MHS scheduling committee has been working hard in order to create the most beneficial schedule as possible.
So we solicited kind of feedback from staff and departments a few weeks back. We're going to try and get the schedule in front of students again to kind of get input from that perspective and make tweaks to the schedule as need be. After that, it will go to Mr. Geary at the superintendent level and potentially Board of Ed for final approval.
While there are some conflicting views over which schedule to use, the scheduling committee has been sure to consider all MHS input in order to make it the best it could possibly be. From The Pulse, this has been Kate Regan reporting.
Eliminating 9th period is just one change coming to MHS next year. Starting next year, the class of 2023 will have a new graduation requirement, the senior story. Tyler Jett discovers what this unique opportunity provides to students during this year's pilot run.
Senior Stories will be a new addition to the MHS graduation requirement starting next year. But this year, select students from the 2022 class got to make and present their stories. The creation of the Senior Stories was implemented to fill the new 25th credit. Miss Murphy was in charge of coming up with the idea for this new graduation requirement.
So we designed it to be self-reflection based. So seniors have the opportunity to think about who they were when they were freshmen versus who they are now, and reflect on that and share with us how they've grown, what they think their strengths are.
While this year was a test run, seniors got to see some of the benefits that these stories will bring for future seniors.
Nerve-wracking, but I feel like they made it kind of comfortable to just talk about, and I feel like they were interested in me as a person, and just it made it cool to talk about, and for them to have someone listen to me what I'm interested in.
The Senior Story program is looking like a success, and with just a few small tweaks, we can expect that next year it will be implemented completely as the 25th credit. From The Pulse, this has been Tyler Jett reporting.
Keeping with our theme of looking forward, Governor Lamont just announced last week that restaurants will be allowed to have outdoor dining again this year in Connecticut. Glaiza Fuentes travels to downtown Manchester to discover everything Main Street has to offer this spring.
What's up, Manchester? I'm Glaiza Fuentes. My cameraman Jack Larson and I are heading down Main Street and showing you our favorite spots. Welcome to the first edition of Local with Liza. Downtown Main Street is perfect for not only your daily stroll, but also perfect for your daily coffee. But if coffee isn't your thing, maybe some crystals could catch your eye.
Liza, where are we going now?
I'm kind of feeling ice cream. How about Center Scoop?
Sure.
Thanks, Emily.
Hey Glaiza, I hate to bring it to you, but we gotta start editing too.
All right, let's go. Stoke City is a great place to study, but if you're looking for somewhere a little quieter, there's Mary Cheney Library. It's great if you need some peace and quiet. Main Street is a Manchester staple within itself. If you're looking for some good food or good times, make sure you head down as soon as possible. From the Pulse, this has been Glaiza Fuentes reporting.
Downtown Manchester isn't the only place in town to find a good bite to eat. Our own Tony Machete heads to Center Street to Cheeks Chicken and Waffles to see how this local landmark sought fame through their award-winning fried chicken and waffle dishes.
The sound of food popping and crackling as it drops into the fryer is often the first thing that will greet you as you walk into Cheeks. However, the very idea of this experience existing seemed unlikely just 7 years ago. In 2015, a food truck powered by a dream of the same name settled into the parking lot of the same plaza the business sits in today. This story may seem implausible to the outside eyes of the town. The manager Patrick Peboe, the rise didn't seem impossible at all, as he knew Cheeks would speak for itself.
It wasn't difficult at all. The food was good, and it still is. That helped about 100%.
However, even Peboe, the success of the business that started off as a food truck, created on the passion that rose up in the ranks through the support of the town, is truly incredible nonetheless.
It's fun. It's nice. It's nice to have the support. And starting from a food truck to a bunch of stores. Right now we only have a couple of stores, but at the time, at the peak, we had like 6 stores.
One of the reasons the town generated so much support was through its general uniqueness to the area like the Northeast, and how rare a restaurant like Cheeks that serves down south fried chicken is in Manchester. Peboe knows the people here haven't been able to truly experience fried chicken aside from the normal fast food locations one would see anywhere. And it takes a pleasure in both giving people the opportunity to eat better chicken and also making those name brand places a little bit nervous at the same time.
It's cool. It's cool because I like to give the other guys a run for their money, and we do.
Here at Cheeks, they live up to their slogan by supplying the people of Manchester with the opportunity to truly eat better chicken. And will continue to do so as the success story continues. From the Pulse, this has been Tony Machete reporting.
While chefs express themselves through food, high schoolers express themselves through fashion. Fitted hats are the newest fashion accessory, and Matt Cote takes us to House of Fitteds in New Britain to explore the unique lifestyle hat culture has on youth.
I'm Matt Cote, and today we're at House of Fitteds in New Britain with my man, Aaron Lemoine. And today we have the opportunity to walk around the store and really see how the hat culture has influenced styles all across America. So I've seen you at MHS wearing many different styles of fitted hats. Where did your love for these hats really come from?
I've always loved the style of hats. I really like representing different sports teams. I think a hat goes really good with an outfit,
So Aaron, you're an athlete, big sports fan. How does that kind of play a role in what kind of styles and kind of teams that you buy your hats for?
I golf a lot. I'm always wearing a hat. I like to purchase the hats of the teams I support and the sports I watch the most.
So how has hat culture impacted you and your personal style?
I really like wearing hats. I think it adds a great accessory to an outfit. I like joining a community where we can support the same sports teams, share the same hobbies and interests. I think it really just goes a long way.
All right, let's go buy some hats.
No, thank you. Leave it going.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. Big shout out to the guys at House of Fitteds for letting us pull through, browse the shelves, and really see how hat culture has influenced styles all across America.
Last week, on Thursday, March 31st, Manchester High School seniors that completed their FAFSA applications were invited to a celebration after school. FAFSA, the free application for student financial aid, is a required part of the college planning process, and this was a moment to celebrate. Featuring food, games, a DJ, live performances, and prizes, it was a nice opportunity for seniors to unwind during the busy month of March. If you need help with your college applications or have questions, please contact Coordinator Vanessa McGee for all of the help you need. Congratulations, seniors.
Well, in Manchester, those are all the stories we have for you this week. If you're interested in seeing past and future productions, please check out our website, mhstelevision.com.
While you're there, you can watch Ben Roy and Dylan Jackson's first place award for sports highlights at the SCN convention in Long Beach, California.
Also, make sure to follow our Instagram page at MHS_television and email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org with any story ideas.
That's it for this week, Manchester. I'm Mia Hickey.
And I'm Jared Lindstrom, and this has been The Pulse.